What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. If it is the first time you're touching down in this channel, welcome to Small Feet Big Heat. We talk sneakers, we talk streetwear, and everything in between. Today is the very first episode of the showcase. Really excited for y'all to see it. For this first episode, I have Royal coming on. He is a subscriber and viewer of the channel, which I really appreciate. You know, y'all giving me your time when there are so many other sneaker YouTubers out there. I always really appreciate that. Royal and I talked for about 2 hours. We filmed the showcase. We talked about upcoming releases. We swapped sneaker stories. It was a really good time. He came with great energy. So hopefully y'all enjoy this episode. Of course, let me know down below in the comment section how y'all are liking the new series. Royal, what's going on?
What's going on? What's up? What's up? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you for having me here. Sorry about the delay there. I got a little
It's
delay.
all good. Thanks for coming on.
I had to try to grab this stuff. I only got one hand
Oh,
right now.
So you got a little handicap going on.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I might have to give you a little bit more time for the trick then, okay?
Okay. I was gonna say, you gotta bear with me a little bit. You gotta bear with me. So,
well, thanks for coming on. You are the first episode of the showcase that I'm filming. So,
oh wow, thank you. That's an honor. Wow.
Yep, I'm kind of figuring out as we go along too, so it's all good.
Okay, no, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Like I said, this is an honor. I've seen your channel. I actually saw it maybe maybe a couple months ago. Yeah, about 2 months ago, I actually saw a shoe that you actually made me like a lot more. It was the Converse Joe Fresh Goods.
Really?
And yes.
That's what's up.
Yes. So I saw that there. We got a local like boutique here. It's called Corporate Got 'em, and I have like a couple of Joe's T-shirts and stuff like that. He did a tour around like throughout Ohio and stuff like that there. And I actually, when I saw, because like I said, I'm really big into sneakers and stuff. So when I saw he did like the New Balance there, it was super, super dope. But of course, it was hard as hell to get.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like and I wear like, and I got a huge size, like my feet are huge. So like trying to get those were just out of the realm. And I always wanted a pair. I just respect his artwork and stuff. So when I saw that he did the Converse there, I was like, okay, like, I was like, these are kind of okay. I was like, but they're just not, you just really don't see them a lot for real. And they had them at corporate for a minute, but they didn't have my size. So, and I couldn't feel them in hand. I didn't really see like any reviews on it on YouTube or nothing like that until I actually saw yours. And I tuned in and saw that there, and I was like, okay. I was like, yeah. I was like, she know what she doing. Like, I was like, I respect it for sure.
Thank you. I appreciate that, especially for a sneaker like that, where you're right, not a lot of people reviewed it. I appreciate you watching that one for real.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that was real dope. Like I appreciated like how you were talking about like the storytelling, and you were kind of just going over the different materials about it there, and just from your own perspective there. And that's the good thing about sneakers is from everybody's perspective. Like my perspective probably be a little bit different from your perspective on it there.
Right.
Like so,
Right.
it's really dope though. So I appreciate like I said, you doing good there. You're doing good. So.
Thank you. So it's a 7 sneaker showcase, like I said, figuring it out with you as we go along. So your challenge was, I'm gonna put it up on the screen right quick. It was 2 Jordans, 2 designer sneakers, 1 collaboration, 1 underappreciated sneaker. Looking forward to that one, and 1 collector's choice. So a little bit of a wild card, just surprise me. So there is a trick. There is a trick. I couldn't make it too straightforward. So your trick is, wait, do you have your sneakers?
Yes, I do. I got them. I got them basically all here. There was one sneaker that I was hoping I was gonna get coming today. That was gonna be my 7th one, but it did come in today. So, but I have an alternate one, so it's cool.
All right, cool. So the trick is no sneakers that released this year, 2021.
Okay.
See no 2021 heat.
Okay. That's legit. Okay. That's legit.
That being said,
perfect. That's easy.
Okay, you seem real confident. You seem real confident.
I think so. I think these are gonna be okay. I think these are gonna be okay there. I think. All right, cool. Yeah, everything should be cool. So all right.
Do you have to swap anything out, or are you ready to go? The 2020 was a crazy year, so make sure that none of them are 2021.
Okay, you know what? Because I think, these might have to. These might, You said no 2021 sneakers?
Yes, no 2021.
These might have to be. You might got me on one. I don't remember when these came out, but you might have to get me on these.
Okay, I'm excited. This is what I wanted.
Let me grab the alternate pair real quick, and then I'll be right back.
All right.
All right, hold on 1 second. Okay. All right. So what's going on? All right, give me the how you want to do it.
All right. So we're gonna show one shoe at a time, and we're gonna start off with the 2 Jordans. So let me see what you got first.
Okay. So
we'll put you on the big screen.
All right. So first Jordan here. Laney 5s.
Okay. Those are my favorite 5s. I don't know if you know that.
No, I didn't.
Those are my favorite 5s.
Laney 5s here. You know, not the 2000, but you know, the 2013. So
I think my parents
they definitely worn. They definitely got some wear in them. But I love 5s. I go through sneakers. I collect them, and I actually used to coach. So I used to coach high school basketball, and I remember one of my players was a young boy back in the day. He was just like, you know, he'd be going through and he didn't have no sneakers or stuff like that there. And so, you know, back at the time of like 2013, it was just like the Jordan hype was just crazy.
Yeah.
And I remember he actually was hooping in a pair of Laney 5s because our school colors, the colors that I coached for, were like navy blue and like gold. And so these kind of hit. And I was looking at them, I'm like, damn. I was like, yo, these look kind of fly. I was like, I'm kind of fucking with these a little bit there. And so I remember I tried to search for a pair. I didn't want to pay because, you know, at the time people were crazy retail prices.
People act like resale is new. It's not
new. People a lot of people resale, like, again, is like new. But if you was like, you know, I would say if you knew like probably around like the cool grays era, like at the end of the 2010 to 2011, that's when it started to kind of get a little bit, you know, a little crazy. And then when the Concourse came, that was just.
I remember the cool grays. People were charging $800 for those.
My one of my bros, he was the one that actually put me onto the cool grays. And it was crazy because I really wasn't like a Jordan 11 fan for real, because that patent leather is just something about the patent leather. Like, it just doesn't, I don't dislike it, but
what?
it's sometimes like it could just like, it just doesn't look good after being worn so much there. It's a little bit uncomfortable there for me personally.
Yeah, I can hear that, but I just love the look of it when it's fresh out of the
box. The look of it, the cool gray. When I saw that, I was like, oh, this is fire. And then, you know, when I saw the Concourse and I got the Concourse there, I was like, I'm in love. And so I was definitely a fan of them. But I ended up coming across a reseller out in just like Dayton. And he was that's where I would kind of get my kicks and stuff like that. And he actually had this perfect size. So I have a huge foot. So I got like a 13 to a 14. So anywhere between there, I can find it. But really, it's like a 13 and a half. And you really can't find no Jordans in a 13 and a half. And he actually found these in the 13 and a half. He was just like, you know what? You cool. He was like, you know, you've been buying from me and stuff like that there. He's like, you know, I appreciate your business and stuff. And he's like, I just let you, you know, have these here. And these were basically kind of like a gift. So I love these. Yes.
That makes it even better. You can't beat free.
Yes, like I love these. I said I would never get rid of those. Never get rid of these here. These are definitely up there as a top 10, maybe even top 5 for me.
The Toro Bravos are high up there for me because of the story, but as far as the actual shoe, the Laney 5 is definitely my favorite 5.
Oh,
that was a strong way to come out the gate.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's see what you got next. Yeah.
Definitely OG. Okay, so this next one. All right, now I'm gonna test you on this one here. All right, so you said no shoes. What is the oldest shoe Jordan model that you have in your collection?
The oldest Jordan shoe
from when it was released.
I'm gonna have to say the 2003 patent leather. I might have something older, but I'm gonna go with that one to be safe because that one I know for sure.
Okay. So that one's there. So these, and I'm pretty sure, and I remember, I think you were talking. I can't remember what episode you were saying, but you said this is one of your favorite Jordans that you want re-retroed to come back.
The Citrus Sevens? Oh, yeah, I need those. I need those. Damn. That is a good seven. Like,
Sevens are my favorite Jordans of all time. That's just
people don't show them the love they should.
Sevens are my number one favorite there. It goes sevens, 14s, 12s, and then fives and then ones. But sevens are my favorites. My favorite Jordan of all time I was gonna bring it was the Bordeaux, the 2011 joints.
Yeah.
But I figured, I had these here. I was just like, yeah, I think she might be a little impressed with them. You can see they're worn as hell. I'm trying to. The paint is scratched off a little bit there. You can kind of see a little bit there.
That is a sneaker I've always wanted. Yeah, it's cracking, but you know what? It's all good.
No, these are definitely. I remember going to a little sneaker store that's in here. It's like a little resale store, and I just went to show up, and I went and had these, and everybody was looking at it. I was like, "What the hell are those?" I'm like, "But like, don't worry about these. These are like even before your time there. Some of y'all
slept on, super slept on.
So it's like some of y'all don't even know about these like that. There, these are 13 and a half too. So these are like my perfect size there. So these are definitely one of my.
That came out back when I was in middle school, and back then, like I was lucky to get 2 sneakers a year, so I really had to be choosy. And I don't remember what I chose over those, but I know it was a mistake to this day.
Well, I'll be honest with you. Honest with you. So, like I said, because I wasn't really big, like kind of your sense there, like I really couldn't get a lot of sneakers like that there, but I always loved shoes. I remember if some people probably don't know, but when like you can go like to the finish line and stuff, and they had them like on layaway, you could do the Jordans on layaway.
Yeah.
And so I remember, but you only had like a certain amount of time to get to be able to put the money on that there. So I remember seeing these, and I was like, oh, I gotta have them. Of course, at that time, Jordans was high. My dude was going to pay for the whole thing. So he was like, and I wasn't, she wasn't going to let me get no job at the time when these guys came out. Because these came out in 06, and I was still kind of underage to get a job. So you had to save up your allowance money and stuff like that. So I remember trying to save up my allowance money, put like $20 into it there, like go to the store and everything there. I finally had enough to go in there, and I went to go get it. Sold out of my size. I was so hurt. They had to let them go. I was too late. I was hurt. I was so hurt. I cried. I was pissed off. I was like, I'm done with this. I was like, this is unfair. Like it was terrible. So I ended up getting so instead of getting those, I ended up getting the pearl ones. The pearl, like the kind of cream colors, like the light Pacific blue. It's a little bit of orange. Is that 7 there?
I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the name.
I was like, it's kind of another kind of it's a little bit more like a slept on, underrated Jordan. It was more for like the spring and the summer, but these were the ones that the colors, just the black, you couldn't get these dirty and everything there. Like they just look good.
Every speck of dust was gonna show, but it's worth it for those. I can't wait until Jordan bring those back.
Oh yeah. Sure. You think they're gonna bring those back there? You think?
I saw a rumor recently. I'm hoping that it's accurate. Mm-hmm. If it is, I might have to double up on that one. And I don't double up on shoes often.
Oh yeah, no. I said I'll keep these for nostalgia, but the new ones, and sometimes, when they do the re-retros, like they're gonna do the Flints. The Flint 7s are going to be coming out. I am going to get those just because, like that was one of those sneakers that to me was just always kind of like, damn, like these kind of go hard, even though the colors are just kind of a little simple, just, some of the hits of like the purple and stuff like that. Cause
the details make the shoe.
Yeah,
So if you had
goes.
to choose, you already have the citruses, but if you had to choose between a new pair of citruses and the Flints, which one you grabbing?
I still probably gonna get these citruses. I'm not gonna hold
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm still gonna get these. I'm still gonna get these. Like I said, when I pulled these out there, and everybody was just like, "Damn!" It's like, man, it's like, yeah, this sneaker here is top. It's a top. It's probably it doesn't get necessarily the hype of like the Olympics,
right.
the
The
Cardinals.
Bordeaux. The
Mhm.
Cardinals they could bring back too. My
Yeah.
Cardinals are dusty. My Cardinals
Yeah,
are deep.
I had a pair of Cardinals too. I had a pair of Cardinals too. I had a pair from '06 and I had a pair from 2011. So like I said, like I love sevens. And like I said, even though they don't get the necessarily the hype like
Right.
the citrus do, like I said, like the Olympics, like the Bordeaux, like the Cardinals, like even to me, like when the French Blues came out in like 2015, like those were kind of like, oh, like damn, they were gonna be
Yeah.
a little hyped and stuff.
hmm
These
Yeah.
kind of get a lot of people don't. A lot of people get stuck on those, but
Yeah. They don't show the citruses nearly enough love.
no, not nearly as enough
And
love
I
as they
can't
should.
wait until the new pair drops because everybody's gonna go, oh my god, I've been waiting
Oh
for you.
yeah,
No, you haven't.
I
No,
already
you
know. I already know. Those are my
haven't.
two J's there. Those are my two J's. So
All right, let's move on to these designer sneakers. I actually
okay,
don't have any designer
so
sneakers, so I had
yeah.
to throw this one in there when I found out that you collected designer sneakers as well. So let's see the first one.
Okay, so the first one is gonna be these Saint Laurents here. I don't know if I can
Okay,
see.
Saint Laurent. All right.
Yeah, you can kind of
Oh,
see
I
the
like the
color.
colors on there.
Yeah, I like the
That's
colors.
nice.
Yeah, I like the color bottoms here.
It kind
So,
of has like a Stan Smith kind of vibe to it.
like I said, the reason why it gives me one of the things I kind of like about them there is just because it is kind of a sleek model there. I'm not necessarily a big fan of, like I said, the chunky designer sneakers. Not saying there's nothing wrong with them, but
Right.
that's
No,
just
I
not
hear you.
that's just not my aesthetic. Like I said, because like I said, I'm like a 13, 14. So some sneakers
Yeah, low
you
sleeve
know
and then a
yeah
little
like
sleeve. Right.
yeah I tried the when the Balenciagas came, the triple S's. I tried on a pair. Those were just, even though they're comfortable, like they were just way too they were way too big.
Way too big.
The Versace chain reactions, those joints there, they were too awkward on my feet. I didn't like that
Let me
elevated.
put you on the big screen right quick so you could give a better look at that one because I'm sure that's one that a lot of people have seen.
Like I said, and
Yeah,
you
the
can see,
sole is nice. The different colors in there. It's
yeah,
like
you
a
can see the
sunset.
different colors right there. So you can see it's got like the blue, the orange, the pink, and it kind
Mhm.
of goes into this little teal green or kind of like aqua green a little bit there.
How do
And
you
then
even keep up with designer shoes in addition to all of the Jordans and Nikes and stuff that release?
so honestly, for real, with the designer sneaker, it just I'm really particular. I don't really go out of my way for it there because number one, because they are so highly priced
Right.
that like it just doesn't like I'm never gonna pay like $800 just for a retail sneaker. Like I don't care what that is there. I don't care how fire it is there or anything like that there. But if I see them on sale, if I do like them and whatnot there, I'll just be patient about those there. But they have enough personality there where you put these on here, got a little color in there and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I love colors too. So if I'm gonna spend something on that there, I know people say, well, they just don't see the emphasis on paying that much. And I get you, like, because I wouldn't pay. I think these were like
Yeah,
retail.
especially when you consider how much we pay for Jordans and the quality is not there. So
Exactly, and you have to know exactly too, like where some of the design. Like again, I'm not saying every sneaker that just because you pay $1,200 is going to be $1,200 worth it there, but just the craftsmanship and the quality of it there and stuff like that. Like I wish you could feel this because this is actually like suede here, but this is super super
it's
soft.
sweet. I thought it was leather. Let me put you back
No,
on the big
yeah,
screen.
this is actually really suede right here, and then you got a little
Oh,
bit
I
of
see it
leather
now.
running here, and a little bit of leather right here, and then the leather tongue right here. But then even with some of this kind of like denim work right here,
Oh wow,
you can
yeah.
kind of give it like a little bit of color and a little bit of uniqueness to it there, where they did some detailing. And like I said, that's kind of why some designer sneakers to me are they cool. Like I can get down with it. I can appreciate that there. So
All right, let's see the next one.
all right, so you kind of stumped me on the 2021 because it was one that I was really gonna get, and it just came in, and I love it. But I got another one for you here.
Okay.
So it's these.
Okay, that's the off-white?
Yeah, the off whites.
All right. I like the color on those, that vault green. I like vault green.
Yeah. I like Volt Green a lot too. And like I said, just something simple. It's black, but just giving it some personality there.
Yeah, it has like a kind of like a tire track going on, like that treading around the sole. That's cool.
Yep.
Is
With the
that
rubber
upper
on the sole
suede
there.
or leather?
And then the suede, like I said, the suede on here is really, really nice. I'm a fan of virtual stuff there. Like I'm not necessarily, not on like everything that he does. But I do like the innovation that he does with his sneakers. Now he's kind of getting his recognition, but even, before then when he did, like when he was doing the clothing and stuff like that, and how he wants to always just kind of like push the envelope into another level with sneakers there. I respect that. I respect innovation. Like I respect innovation. I respect, like the extractor, even stuff like this. Like we would never thought about, putting a zip tie on things, stuff like that. It's cool until you put it on, the Nikes, and it just took off. He did the deconstruction of those there. He's not just doing just the standard, Jordan 1 or, Air Force 1. So he'll do those there, but I like that he's doing different silhouettes, and I like that he's doing, and he, also too, he's doing, stuff for the ladies there too. Like that's dope there, because there's a lot of dope, females, not only just who have sneakers, but who have style. It's about those underrated shoes and those underrated silhouettes that, like you said, the Hyperfuse, or even the Zoom Flies, or even when he did the women's collection, like the waffle racers,
the tiger,
the waffle racers, and all that there. Like that was dope, bro. Because he put me on. It made me kind of look at it, because I would never even heard of that shoe if it wasn't for Virgil. Like
absolutely not, absolutely not.
For real, like I mean,
they were track shoes, right? They were track shoes.
Yeah, they're track shoes.
I would have never thought to look at track shoes ever.
Who would have thought to like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just do this here, and then like have them sell out, or have them, whatever, and and like I said, do them in women's styles and stuff like that, and the men still getting them. And it's not like they just exclusive women and you only see women rocking them. No, I've seen men rocking the women's shoes, and even when he did, the off-white fours, those sell fours, and those were the women's exclusive.
I've seen more men wear the off-white fours than women.
I have too. When I saw those and I saw the resale on those, I was like, he snapped. He snapped.
But that was one that I had to save up for. I had to be real meticulous about that one. I was like, if I'm gonna get this shoe, I know I'm gonna have to pay that price. I'm just gonna have to start saving right now.
Absolutely. I'm gonna start saving. I want the off-white fives, the first one that he did. I don't mind the second one. The black one. I really want the black one. Yeah. I think the black one is just fire. And then with
a lot of people think the Sail is the better pair. I disagree. Yeah, I agree with you. The black pair is the better pair.
So I really, 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 like I said, I really like that black one there. Like I love both of the fives there, but the black one to me is just, I don't know, maybe like I said, maybe because I like the red laces of it there, and just it was a first original one there. And I
like the materials, because I've worn that shoe just like you don't have to think about it, because of the upper. It's just everything's just gonna slide off. It's easy breezy. Like you don't even have to think about it.
Okay.
And I like that he did that too, because we're so used to being cautious in our J's, like cautious in our sneakers. Some people even walk funny to stop.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then he makes those, and it's like, do what you want.
Yeah, and it said like, and I think I remember you saying, it's like I want to be able for people to feel accessible to wear all my sneakers there, and not, and express them in a different way. Again, like, it's cool to have them there to flex and stun and whatever stuff like that, because that's just part of the reality that we live in today. But wear your sneakers there, people. That's a component of mine. It's always like, wear your sneakers there. What's the point of having 10,000 pairs, 100 pairs, if you just gonna keep them in there?
So the next one was one collaboration.
This was probably honestly my hardest one to choose, except for probably yeah. This was because, like I said, I love collaborations. I love collaboration sneakers and everything there. So, but I said I'll probably do these. These are the brain dead. These are the brain dead Converse.
Okay.
One
I'm
star.
familiar with Brain Dead, but I've never seen that pair, and that's cool. I like seeing stuff that I've never seen.
Yes.
The patterns on there go crazy.
Yes. So, you got the polka dots here, and then you kind of got, the tiger right here. Oh, I'm sorry, this one right here. You got the tiger right here, and then you got the zebra on the side here.
Yeah.
The tiger on the tongue right there, and then it's got the wording here to say, to see and be seen as far as the eye can see, who controls the men there. And then, like I said, you got this other side here, and it's got kind of like the polka dots here, and then
those are dope.
I actually got these. I actually got these just from the outlet. Honestly, just picked them up from the outlet.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's so many sneaker releases now, and I think I'm doing pretty good with keeping up with them.
Well, if you didn't know, and I don't know, like I said, one of the things about your channel that I appreciate is that you do different brands a lot. So, from the Converse one, like I said, that really caught my eye, to even the Stray Rats New Balance one. That was the Stray Rats, the New Balance one. That was really dope as well.
Yeah, they did their thing with that.
They had these in the high, and the high was very high. But I don't know if you've seen the high before.
No, I've never seen that shoe. I've never seen
that shoe. Okay. They had a low, which is this one here, the one star, but they had like the Chuck 70 high. And the Chuck 70 high had like the same kind of it was leopard print right here, but it had like camo on the other side. It had like the American flag on one other shoe and stuff like that. Like, it was a bunch of kind of different combinations. And those were really the hype ones of the Brain Dead collab there, but these were kind of slept on, a little underrated.
Converse has been low key making moves. They've come out with a lot of different things.
Converse has. I'm telling you, Converse has been doing their thing a little bit there with some of their collabs there.
Next up, I believe we have the one underappreciated sneaker.
I don't know if you probably never heard of this brand before, but this is Karoo Fusion 2.0.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of this? No. So this is a brand. Actually, shout out to my homeboy Mace there. He put me onto this brand. It's from Finland there, and it's a Finnish brand there. And it's just a very, very kind of comfortable sneaker there. Like I said, not necessarily hype or anything like that, but just a nice, solid sneaker. The materials there are good, with the different suede. They have the mesh right here. You got a little bit of some leather right here, and just different materials there. A little bit of satin right here.
I like the mixture of materials. I really do.
I really, really, really like the shoe, even with just you can kind of see a little bit of pop with that pink right there, the eyelet, the rope laces there, navy blue. Like I said, a little bit of 3M right here on the toe. Sorry for our camera.
Okay, I like 3M. Got a couple of hits.
Got a little bit of that right there. But these are just a really comfortable shoe. I just really, like I said, I really love these shoes. Really comfortable, something subtle. You could just throw them on and go, not have to worry about too much. And they're
those are the shoes that sit by the door.
Yeah, pretty much that.
Okay, I hear that.
Kind of just, you go in, you want to run somewhere to the store, whatever the case is there, you throw these on and you go there. And like I said, they've had, like I said, they're not necessarily a big brand in the stateside wise, and more so overseas a little bit there. But definitely, I don't know, if you have viewers overseas and stuff like that, but
I do. There's some people in Germany that watch me. Shout out to y'all. There's some people in Australia that watch me. Shout out to them. I watch my analytics. I see y'all.
Okay. So they might, like I said, especially in Germany, they'll probably know about this sneaker here. Like I said, it's just really, really nice there, bro. I love it. And for, like I said, the price point of this there too, it's actually really good. It's only $130, I think these were. It's all about diversity. I appreciate anybody's collection there that has like diversity there, because again, like it just shows a little bit about who you are as a person. Not saying again that having a closet full of J's isn't bad, because I like my Jordans too, as you can see.
Yeah, and you're touching on one of the reasons why I wanted to do the showcase. Like, I wanted to show real people and real collections, because a lot of the times, like, I feel like the internet, YouTube especially, is flooded with $1 million collections. It's flooded with celebrities and seated pairs, and like, it's just a lot of glitz and glamour. And I just wanted to show real people, real sneakers, and have a real conversation.
I appreciate that. Like I said, that was something there that when I saw that you posted that there, I was just like, oh yeah. I was like, I love sneakers. I love like all different kinds of sneakers. I like people talking about them there, doing the on feed, doing the outfits and stuff like that.
It's about that time. Let's see your wild card, the collector's choice.
Undercover Daybreak, and this is a woman's shoe too, y'all. By the way, so this is a woman's shoe, but
the Daybreak is a shoe that I've been wanting to try. I just can't seem to get one, but
these I recommend. They got these this is actually a woman's colorway there. But I absolutely love. I love runners. Like, I've gotten into runners heavy in the past maybe like 2-3 years. And when I say, some people call these kind of like the low rated Sakai's there. I think just because of just the style in there, they're pretty much damn near equal to them there. I love collabs, and I love, the design from the sway and the mesh and stuff like that. I actually put like a little bit of the kanji, if you can see right there. I don't know if you can see, but the
let me make it big on the screen again so everybody can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, the kanji. The reason why I chose this sneaker for real is because this is a woman's collab there. And I would just like to say that too, because you are a female that I appreciate and I respect there. I thought I'd pay a little bit of homage to you as far as showcasing a sneaker that is a woman's collab shoe, but it's fire. Again, like, we look at just certain, and I think the women have been getting more love in probably the past 2 years than I've seen, like, it's as far as shoes, color wise, and stuff like that there, that I've seen probably in a long.
I think ever.
I'm not gonna lie, like, when they used to be doing the female Jordans and stuff like that there, it was tragic, dog. It was tragic.
But you know what? Even then, I used to collect. I have a lot of sneakers, that pink it and shrink it sneakers. I have a pair of all pink ones. I have some pink sixes that kind of look like the Carmines, but they're pink. I have so many sneakers just because I still love sneakers, but they just weren't my style.
Yeah, they just weren't the style. Like, it's not okay to shrink it and pink it, to shrink it and pink it and call it and throw like the little pastel colors and all that there, bro. Like, no, like, that's not necessarily what women want to wear all the time. Sometimes women just want to wear just, like, you got your red Yankees cap on, like, just throw this on here and then boom,
just colors, like, just see them as colors and everybody would be good.
Exactly. So I think, Nike and the Jordan brand, and even like, some of like the Adidas, and even, like some of the New Balance and stuff like that, they're understanding and they're recognizing better as far as, understanding the demographic that it's not just men who like sneakers too. It's women who like sneakers, and women can make sneakers look fly and look cool. And we don't have to do, again, the shrinking and pinking or the pastel colorways or anything like that. We can do quality sneakers from, like you said, the off-white 4s to the Jordan 1 UNC to Chicago's there to
like this here. Reds, blues, just the same.
Reds, blues, blacks, cream, sales, grays and stuff. Even one of the newest Jordans that got released from Manier.
I think it's Ama Manier, but I'm not from ATL, so
Okay, I was gonna say, I know they got a couple spots. I know they got one in Atlanta, they got another one in DC, and I think they may have one in Houston. But even just doing like those simple colorways, like white, gray, with just a little bit of purple, and the purple is not like this
Yeah, it's not pastel purple. It's
Yeah,
not,
not
it's
that
not like a
pastel
yeah.
purple. It's not like an Easter egg purple. It's like a subtle
Right.
violet there. And the
Yeah.
materials being used, the quality leather and the premium, the inner lining on the, the inner lining there is, that kind of, that's luxe velvet and stuff like that. They're like, that just shows, the mindset of people, I hope, for women's sneakers and giving them that proper, acknowledgement that you can still make it, you can make a female sneaker feminine and also still like dope as well.
Yes, yes. Because a lot of the times those sneakers look like they're made for kids. And
Exactly, exactly,
I'm a
exactly.
grown woman. I want shoes that look
Exactly,
appropriate for a
exactly.
grown
It's
woman.
not exactly. It goes back to that whole thing there. We're not, this isn't just, you're catering to, women here who like sneakers who are grown. This is
Yeah.
not just like kids sneakers there who you want to put all the little fun stuff around and stuff like that there. So, I encourage, and I encourage, all men for real to, pay attention to more of the female sneakerheads too, because they be having some dope shit.
Computer is about to die,
Okay.
so I'm gonna have to let you go. It was really
No,
nice
go ahead,
having you
go
on.
ahead.
I'm at like 2%.
Oh
As
no, go ahead.
well.
I'm sorry, like I said,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to take your time and everything there,
No,
but
no,
like
no. It's all
thank
good.
you
I
so
really
much.
enjoyed this. Thank you
I
for
really
coming on. And
thank
we
you.
gotta do this again. So hopefully,
Absolutely,
I'm gonna get
absolutely.
through season 1, and then if you want to come back season 2, you are more than welcome.
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like I
Let the
said, thank
people
you
know
so
where they
much.
can find you if you want to plug your Instagram or anything like that. Go ahead.
Okay, if you want to follow me, you can follow me at Instagram underscore New Black Soul, and that's NEWBLACK SOUL with like 3 L's.
I'll make sure I
Um,
put it on the screen.
Yeah, so like you follow me there. So if you want to throw it there, you could do that there. Other than that, like I said, thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this there. I really, really, really appreciate that there. When you do
Not a
something like that
problem.
again, let me know. Probably have some more stuff in there, and we could do different categories and stuff like that. And maybe next time I want to
100%.
do
You know
something
what?
like
How about when you come back for season 2, or maybe even before season 2, I let you give me a challenge.
that. All right, for sure, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
So we don't even have to wait for season 2. Whenever you're ready, if you want to hit me up with a challenge, 7 shoes with a twist, I got you.
All
Let's
right,
do
I
it.
got you. All right, legit, legit. Thank you. Like I said, thank you so much, Taylor. I really appreciate it. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Your content is wonderful. I love it there, expanding and growing. More blessings and more life to you.
Royal showed some heat and he came with great energy. I had a really good time filming the first episode. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it as well. Don't forget to leave a comment, show a small YouTuber some love, show Royal some love, and I'll see y'all in the next one.